Hi everyone, welcome back to Carrie Kirby Creates. I'm Carrie and you're very welcome. Now today I'm going to be making a beautiful Christmas card using these gorgeous Lavinia stamps. So I'll be using Starr and the Vine Flourish, which is, as you can see, a very old, very loved stamp that I've had in my stash for years. Now I've made this card very similar not too long ago, but I really loved it and I just thought, yeah, I'm going to make a Christmas card like that. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, I'm going to be using an 8x8 card base, so it's a fairly nice size card. And I'm going to be using these two little dies. And what I want to do, first of all, sorry, I'm going a bit too fast there. This was an A4 300 GSM sheet of, as you can see, linen cardstock. It's a good heavy one. And I'm going to be using these two dies. But to start with, I'm going to just cut a centre out from this square. It was an A4 sheet that I cut down to 8x8 to go over my card base. So I'm just going to run that through my Gemini machine. So there we go. And next what I want to do is I'm going to leave this piece in the die. And I'm coming along with that one and layering it on top. And I'm going to run this through the Gemini machine now as well, just like that. So I've got this one with the hole cut out. So I'll just go ahead and run that through. So there we go, and this is what I've ended up with. So it'll just, you know, it'll go back in the end. Now, next thing I want to do is on this piece of the same cardstock. It was, as I said, originally an A4 sheet, so this was the piece that was cut off. I'm going to just make sure that it fits behind my oval, which it does. So it's this piece of cardstock that I'm going to be working on. So I'm going to bring in my glass mat, because that's what I like to work on when I'm using the inks. And I'm going to be using this lovely Distress Oxide ink, and it's the Crackling Campfire, as I want the red background. So I'm just coming in with a brush and I'm going to ink that up. Now it is a textured cardstock, but I've used this before for stamping on or for inking on and stamping, and I think it comes out quite beautiful. I really like it. I love the texture anyway in the cardstock rather than just a plain ordinary one. So just popping a good bit of ink down there. It's a gorgeous colour, that Crackling Campfire, and as it's an oxide, when it dries it gives that beautiful, you know, that chalky kind of finish to it. My fingerprints are coming out there, so I'm going to need to be careful. But anyway, you can see how quick that can be to pop that bit of ink on the background. Now, let's just see there. Just want to pop a drop of water down and come in and just clean that up so that it doesn't end up everywhere. Just wiping it off my fingers as well. I'm coming in with just water that's inside in this little spray bottle, and from a height I'm going to spray it. Just using that tissue, I'm going to come in and pick it up. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Yeah. It's exactly what I wanted. Loving that background. Now I want to make sure that this is good and dry before I go to the next stage. So I'm going to come in with my heat tool. And I'm just going to give it a quick blast. Okay, so coming back in now with my stamping platform. Just pop that there in the corner. And just getting Starr out of her little wrapper there. Let's see. She's beautiful. So just want to pop her down there. Come and pick her up. And I think I'm going to use the Versafine Clair in the Rainforest. I'll just ink her up well. And as it's a textured background, it's probably going to take me a couple of goes to get this the way I want it. But let's see after one go. Yeah, I was expecting that. But it will work out. Just takes a bit of more patience. If it wasn't textured, I would have got a first go. Yep, just one more and that should do it. So there we go. And you know, I'm thinking I might come in with the Nocturne, I think, and let's just wipe that off. So I think maybe I'll get a darker impression. Well, obviously I will with the black. She'll just stand out that bit more, I think. So, fingers crossed. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah. Now again, I want to make sure that she's dried properly. But I'm just giving that a wipe off. It's just water in that bottle. And there we go. As I say, it's very important to look after your stamps. And I'm going to give that again a blast of the heat gun. Okay, just because I popped a lot of ink down there and I can see it's still not completely dry, but I'm going to leave that dry. Okay, so I think that she's dry now, and the next thing I want to do is just come in with my white pen, and I'm just going to pop a few bits there on the end and in around the little circles of her dress, because on that lovely red background it will really pop. It just makes it look nice. And I started watching that, it's called Monsters. It's about those Menendez brothers that one of my followers there recommended. I was asking for recommendations. And yeah, 3 of them watched, and it's quite interesting, I have to say. Very gruesome and, a bit troubling, I guess, but very, very watchable as well. Can't say entertaining now, because that would sound a bit strange, because it is a true story, apparently. Well, it's based, as they say, on a true story. As for how much of it is actually really true, I don't know. But it's on Netflix at the moment. Now let's see. Okay. Next I'm coming in with one of my gel pens, and it's just for her hat. I'm going to do it upside down. I want it to be red and green stripes. So the red is already there. I just have to come in. And this is lovely and shimmery. It's a glitter pen. Just to make it Christmassy, you know, we'll add these lovely Christmas colours. And there we go. And I'm seeing actually if I have a red glitter one. Let's have a look. Not finding a red one, but I have this orange one. It'll just, it'll make it pop a bit, I think. Add the little bit of glittery effect in there. Yeah, I'm liking that, and I'm going to use this yellow one to just put the bit of, make it look like there's a bit of light coming through there. And these are the little things that make the difference, I think, with the finished, you know, the finished effect at the end. Just a little bit of white there. There we go. And you could come in around there and just brighten it a bit, maybe with you know, we'd say I'm going to spray that little bit of tissue just with water. And I'm just coming in and just around it, just to brighten that area up. You can see there it's kind of lifting the colour just around the edge. And I can come and just do the same again. Yeah, but I'm going to come back in with my yellow pen, because I think it might have lifted some of the glitter off of it. But there we go. Just another couple of little details just there, and pull a little bit through the hair. So next I'm coming back in and I want this piece. So I'm just bringing the glass mat back in. And I want to use my Versafine Clair, and where's my beautiful stamp? That's the Vine Flourish. So I need a little acrylic block for that. Actually, I'm thinking I'm going to use the stamping platform altogether. Oops. Because as I have it, I may as well use it, and I don't want to mess it up, you know. Let's just pop that there and just make sure it's in the corner. Let's pick you up and we'll use that lovely rainforest, the dark green. And I want to move this, so I'm going to have to clean it between each go. Takes a minute, but it'll be worth it in the long run. So let's just see. And yeah, pop you about there. That's the good thing about having it in the corner. If it moves, you can just make sure it goes back into the same place again. So the same again. Sorry now, out of shot there, but let's see. And I'm going to continue and do that all the way around. Oops. So that's just the last go there now. And yeah, I'm happy with that. So let's just pop you out and come and clean you up. And as I said at the start of the video, you can see that this is a well-loved stamp. It's beautiful. I think it's one of the first ones I ever got. Now, and I love all the Lavinia stamps anyway, I have to say. They're great quality and they're just beautiful. Oops. So now, this is where I'm at with that, and I think you can see it's lovely. And this will be going underneath. Now I want to make sure I get my placement correct this time, because the last card I made with that stamp, I kind of messed the placement up, I felt. But let's see. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to come in. It's just a water pen that I've added some Perfect Pearls to, sorry. But I kind of use as a glitter pen. So let's see. I can squeeze out a bit there. And I don't want it to go on the fairy, so let's just cover that with that. Yeah, there we go. Now, where's my lid? Just made it up myself. Perfect Pearls and water. It's just a water pen. Nice to add a bit of shimmer to your cards. Yeah, it just kind of protected the fairy, but I think I'll come in and just add a couple of bits here and there myself. I don't want it to have this perfect kind of oval look, if you know what I mean. But at the same time, I didn't want it to go on top of her. So I think you can see with the reaction of the ink underneath, it's an orange effect that you're getting, although that's a silver Perfect Pearls. But I'm just going to clean up there. I'm going to need to come in there with my heat gun and dry that off. And again, I'm coming back in with my stamping platform. I have this little sentiment stamp that says Season's Greetings on it. And I don't trust myself to do it with the acrylic block on the textured cardstock. I would if it was just the plain cardstock. But anyway, I'm going to pop that down just here in the corner. Think about there. Pick it up, and I'm coming in with the Versafine Clair and Nocturne. Yeah, it actually worked out very good first time, but look, we'll give it another go. As we can. I don't want to squash down too hard, because with the letters, if you squash them, it distorts them. So just giving a light pressure, you know. Lovely. So next, I have to put it together. So I'm coming in with my card base. Just making sure I have it turned the correct way. Like I said, my placement, I want my placement to be right with this. So I'm nearly thinking, will I place it onto that first? Let's just see. I'm just coming in with this and I'm going to pop a bit across there. And so just want to get my placement right there. And I think that looks good. Let's see, I could just bring it down maybe a little bit there. But yeah, that's looking good. This piece underneath here, I can just come in with my scissors and basically just cut it off. So yeah, I think that was a better way of finishing it. And although it did react, the water pen, they went orange. I think when they dried, they seem to have dried back silver, which is good. So next I just want to pop, well, let's cut that piece off as well. And let's pop some tape. And yeah, just pop that down there. I want to do is I'm coming in with my Pro marker and I'm going to just pop a couple of bits of red berries just here and there around, just to give that effect. So there, I think you'll agree. I think that just makes it look very Christmassy altogether. Sorry, one final little step that I've almost forgotten is I'm going to come in and finish my card off. Just going to pop a bit of glue on the back of that there. So I'm just coming back in there with that. And I got a bit of red on it, but I think it's okay. So just want to pop that down. Let's see. Yeah, just making sure the placement is correct. We're halfway. One of the little things didn't poke out, so let's just take you out there. Can use that for there we go. That's the finished card. I had great fun making this little card. Bit of work in it, but for someone special, isn't it beautiful? So I hope you've enjoyed watching as much as I've enjoyed making it. If you have, please like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great weekend.